Hey everybody, welcome to day 9 of my fitness challenge and day 8 of my fast. And things are going really well. I will say this has been a little bit of a bumpy couple of days, to say the least. I had sort of a family emergency on Saturday that really kind of pulled the rug out of from under me. It was extremely shocking, extremely stressful, and yeah, it was hard to bounce back from that. But started out Sunday again, and going strong again today. A little bit, gonna head to the gym here. Just doing cardio again, and at least for the 2 weeks while I'm doing the intermittent fasting. So just want to conserve my energy a little bit, not doing any weightlifting. But as soon as this week is over, then I will go and start implementing some weightlifting as well. After Saturday and some of the conversations that I've had with my family and kind of what's going on and what I see going on in other people is I want to talk about forgiveness a little bit. And I really think that most of our problems stem from the fact that for whatever reasons we can't forgive ourselves, and in turn we don't forgive others. There's a lot of judgment, inner judgment that goes on, which, again, is a direct reflection of the outer judgments that are going on. And, I think we all can agree, if we choose to focus on it or look around right now, the world is full of that. There is so much judgment going on. There is so much hatred going on. We're dividing ourselves into races. We're dividing ourselves into color. We're dividing ourselves into sexual orientation. And, unfortunately, we're starting to ingrain this so much that somehow we are separate. And that just simply isn't true. We are all connected. We are human beings. So it doesn't matter if I'm here and there's somebody that is halfway around the world, like, we are still connected. We are humans. So, I really want to talk about what forgiving yourself can mean, and what forgiving somebody else can mean, because a lot of times in our heads we have this idea of perfection, and if we fall short of that, which we will always fall short of perfection, there is no such thing as being perfect. That is in the eye of the beholder. And what we can do on a daily basis is just continue to take step by step to better ourselves, to be better than we were yesterday. And that is just continual progress. We will always be able to exceed who we were before. So there again is no such thing as being perfect. And unfortunately, when we don't hit this in our minds, we tend to really beat ourselves up and treat ourselves unkind, and talk that inner dialogue gets really harsh and judgmental. And, self-love and self-forgiveness plays a direct reflection on how we treat other people. So, I want people to understand that, not forgiving is just a way to create poison in your body. It's just a way to create regret and fear, and, this perspective that you are limited, this perspective that you can't get past. And, this whole weekend for me was about dealing with somebody who really has a hard time forgiving themselves, and really has a hard time letting anything go. And, this person just doesn't know how. So, when I started out 3 years ago and really started deciding that I was going to make some commitments to myself, that I was going to make big changes, like quitting smoking, quitting sugar, quitting drinking. I quit medication. I started exercising. I started eating differently. I started meditating. I started doing yoga. I started dancing. I started doing all of these things that I wanted to support myself, and support this idea of self-love, because I knew that if I could forgive myself, if I could heal myself, And if I could make myself stronger, then I would be able to have that much more of an impact on every other person that I meet and every other person that comes into my life. And we together would be able to experience a higher form of love and connection. And that, to me, that is my heaven. And so what I started out with is I started with just simply becoming aware that I felt judgment against myself, becoming aware that I was angry at myself for allowing myself to end up there. And I just looked at it, and what I did is I just changed my perspective a little bit. I think a lot of the times why we suffer in life is truly because of a belief system that we've created that really limits us and puts us in a little box. So with that, if you can change your perspective, I believe that you can change your life. You can change your emotion. You can change your mental state. That perspective can open up something where you feel like you're stuck in a corner, you're trapped in a box, you're buried underground, to a place of wide open sky, of deep, full breath, of sunshine on your face, of all of the wonderful things that create that unlimited possibility, image, and feeling in place with you. And it really just starts with making a decision, committing to do something, and practicing it. Now, for me, that was meditation, and the particular meditation I did was based on forgiveness. And it just talked about, going over in my mind, forgiving myself for all of my shortcomings, forgiving myself for all of my failures, and allowing those failures and turning that around and thanking them, because that got me to this place where I was actually taking some action in my life, and I was actually moving forward and making some commitments and gaining that forward momentum to the person that I really want to be, and to my passion in life. So it can be meditation, it can be listening to something on YouTube, it can be quiet time with yourself, it can be journaling, it can be all of that. But in that, basically, you just decide. You decide that you're okay with not being perfect. You decide that you're okay with everybody else not being perfect, and you just forgive. We all have been in very hard situations. We've all not handled every situation the best. We've all done things we're not proud of. We've all done things that have hurt people, and I guarantee that we've all done something that's touched somebody, that's made a connection with somebody, that's loved somebody, that's done something meaningful and accomplished something that we can feel proud of. So again, it's that perspective, and what are you focusing on? So what I urge everybody to do, and from firsthand experiencing what a life looks like when you don't forgive, and how much suffering there is, and it's self-suffering, because forgiving somebody doesn't necessarily help them, but it heals you. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that today, just based on my experiences from this weekend. And I hope that everybody has an extremely passionate week. And if you like this video and you want more of them, or if there's something that topics that you'd like to talk about, please feel free to message me. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to my channel. I've got an upcoming class October 14th, which is a Saturday. It's going to be my first Passionate Living health and wellness class. The first class is going to focus on introduction to essential oils. And basically my intention is just to provide you with the best education that I have, with the best knowledge that I have, and the best products that I have, that I've been putting myself on to get to this place of emotional mastery, which I am developing right now, getting to this place of being able to find the gift in all situations, even when life throws you a curveball, all of that. And I believe that's through healing your body and healing your mind and healing your heart. So if you'd like to join me again, just please comment. I will be putting some classes as I go along. I will be posting some classes and some presentations, so keep a lookout for those too. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful week and happy Monday.